Stadium in Conway, South Carolina. The postseason rolls on with the Myrtle Beach Bowl. It's the Georgia Bulldogs and the Ole Miss Rebels. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Let's go down to our sideline reporter, Holly Rowe.
Hey guys, Georgia's head coach told me pregame. Coach is using a great motivational tactic in the locker room with his team. He told me this is the best game outside of the playoffs in this postseason. I am challenging our guys to put on a show for our fans. They want to make sure people know we will be in the playoff next year, and that motivation all starts here today with a terrific top 25 matchup. Back to you guys.
All right, Holly. Tackled and brought down right at the 20-yard line. Good coverage there. So the Georgia Bulldogs offense will go on the attack first. And we get our first look at Gunnar Stockton. And what a duel this should be. Two of the best quarterbacks in the country.
Man, I've been waiting for this game for a long time, Reese, after everything you just said. Do not blink, do not go to the bathroom, because both of these offenses can score quickly. These passing attacks are two of the most dangerous in the entire country, and it's always fun when you get to this first game now, because it's one thing to do it in practice, but you can't wait to get out and finally do it against a live defense. When you've got quarterback play, you've got weapons catching the ball like these offenses have, boy, oh boy, you know it's just going to be exciting.
To the air, it's Stockton. Snagged out of the air. And they bring him down quickly, but a good game there.
Yeah, you throw a little hitch route. Nice job getting the ball out of his hands quickly. Wide receiver, quarterback. Nice job being on the same page. Nice completion, nice catch.
Now looking for that first down on 3rd and short from the 26. From the gun, wants to pass. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Back open in the middle. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line.
And that's why this guy is such a weapon in this offense, because you don't have to throw it far downfield. Just get the ball in his hands. He catches it close to the line of scrimmage, but look what he was able to do after the catch. He gets an explosive play for this offense.
And the Bulldogs have it with a 1st and 10. They'll give it on the counter. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Well, it feels like each and every year when you talk Georgia and their ability running the football, they are about as deep at that position in running back as anybody in college football. You look to last year, David, it felt like every game there was 5 or 6 guys. It was Nate Frazier and 4 other dudes all getting it done. They recruit so well at that position. They bring in fresh bodies. They wear...
Makes the catch and he's free. And he was on his way. Gets it all the way to the 38.
Well, everybody knew this guy was going to get his touches coming into this game, considering he's one of the better receivers in the country. And to start it off, the offense was actually looking the other way. They were looking for other guys to make big plays, but finally they got the opportunity. They were able to find some space to get their best receiver the football. And guys, that's not going to be the last time. Defense has done a nice job taking it away from them up to this point. The question, though, can they keep it up?
Give him 9 on that one, sets up a 2nd and 1. And the Dogs with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Wide receiver going in motion. Off the bootleg and rolling out. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion.
Well, I know that one falls incomplete, but as the head coach, you got to still love what you've seen from your quarterback early in this game. He's been accurate, in a great rhythm. To start the game 4 for 5, that's pretty good.
The 7th play of this opening drive, they'll need to move the chains on 3rd and short. He'll try to get to the marker himself. Could be an alley. Picks up enough to give them 1st and 10 from the 11.
The defense has got to do a better job with assignment football. Somebody has to be accounting for the quarterback on these run plays. You know you're going to see it. You've seen it on film. The option play, nobody home. He just takes off. That's an easy 1st down pickup for the offense. Moving forward now, the defense, they've got to settle in, and they've got to start playing better when it comes to assignment football.
Pulls rolls and throws off the RPO. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening. Really good concept there to get things going and use the tight end early.
Yeah, I mean, just such a great job on first down, setting up an easier second down. Understanding I don't always have to push the ball down the field, but see the tight end, make the throw. No, it's not a big gain, but makes life really easy on me on second.
And he surges across the line. Touchdown, Dogs!
You love as a head coach to watch your offense take the field and establish a rhythm and consistency the way they did there. Everything they dialed up was working to perfection. They go 10 plays on the opening drive and cap it out with a touchdown.
Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. So it's an 80-yard drive, and they finished it off with the score from the 4. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Rebels offense gets to come out for its first possession of the game. Going to be interesting to see how they use him throughout this game because this linebacking crew can be exploited. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. The run inside, it's Lacy. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1.
Run game is good. The balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. They'll go right back to the run. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle.
A lot of times you see these defenses, man, they pull the run blitzes. They understand the formations. It might be a run, play the percentages, and then you got to deal with the big defensive tackle inside. So more bodies near the line of scrimmage. Everybody's got to pick him up, but they didn't block the most important guy, the big fella right in the middle.
Quickly to the tight end. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down. We've reached the break, and Georgia is on top as we get a look at the numbers so far. Lots of time left and ready to go back at it here in the second quarter. And the Rebels will line up to punt it away. First time we've seen their punt team tonight. And the punt hits at the 6, and they can't down it, and it'll be a touchback. Here comes the Bulldog offense out to start the drive. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
A good job by this defense. Great job in the secondary. Eyes on the quarterback. They took away the first option, made him go to option 2, made him go through his progression, and then they got time to get home and get a hit on the quarterback.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Caught in the backfield, it's Humphries. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play.
They're trying to throw the screen out to the receiver. The defense, though, having none of that. They are just too physical. They're too fast. And they force a negative play.
Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. On the delay, it's Frazier. Here's a little room there. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's first down.
And these third downs obviously are so crucial, and that's why you call them the money down. But just to get the drive started, man, you get the third down, you get a little bit nervous. Nice job executing, running the football, moving the sticks, and now keeping this drive moving.
Coming out on first down with the play fake. Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28. So after the big run, they tried to hit him with a pass. Would you have gone back to the run, Nick?
I think now, yeah, of course. Now looking back, I'm going to go, yeah, I should have run after you've taken the sack. I like mixing it up, but if my offense is going to sit there and lean on people and we're good at running the football, then don't be afraid to do that more often.
The Dogs trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. To the air, it's Stockton. And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again.
Man, there are defensive players out there that can just take games over, and that's what's happening with this guy right now. He is not cooperating with the offensive game plan. A sack on 2 consecutive plays, and now on 3rd down, you know he's pinning his ears back again.
We might as well state the obvious. 1st and 2nd down didn't work out. 3rd and very long. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. And this defense goes back-to-back sack, Jack.
Pretty nice as a defense, right? When you can go nickel, put 5 DBs on the field and not have to blitz anyone, trusting your front 4 to get the job done on 3rd down, and they do it right there, getting the sack.
Georgia sends out the punt team. They'll boot it into the night sky for the first time. Hauls it in, looking for space. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return. Gets a little bit of ground for the offense. Pulls it in. It's Haas. At midfield, he's got room. Couldn't ask for much more there. A first down, and they're down to the 42.
Man, you've really seen the evolutions of tight ends, man. These guys are no longer just big bodies that block like the extension of the offensive line. They're more like receivers, and I love when the quarterback gets it out of his hands, and then you just watch. They can make plays. They can run people over. They can now run around people. Like, so nice to have these tight ends.
They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's first down. Clock stopped. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and they've got a chance to lock this thing up before the break.
And a great job by the offensive line. If you're going to run the ball right at the middle, you better control the line of scrimmage. You can see the center, the guard, the tackles doing a good job getting on their guys just enough where this running back can get into space and make the big gain.
The keeper on the option. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
This is an offense that can move the sticks in a whole lot of different ways. Now you're seeing it on the option here. Great job by the quarterback. Reading the defense, there's nobody there taking him, so he puts his foot in the ground, he gets upfield, and he's got really nice elusiveness once he's out in the open field. He shows you that on that explosive play, picking up the first.
Fires to the wideout. Got it! And he was straining for the goal line, but the defense stopped him short. The Bulldogs will use their first timeout. And that got under their skin a little bit, having to use the TO after giving up the first down. And this offense will have to feel pretty good about itself if it can tie the game before halftime. First and goal. Timeout on the field, and that's the second call by Georgia. And now what will they come up with on this second down play?
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
And that's really good defense. That's discipline, man. Understanding covering top to bottom, but not leaving the running back with a lot of space. They throw that football out to the flats. They break on it right now, give up absolutely no yardage. Nice job seeing it, breaking on it, and making the play.
Wideout trying to get it in. This defense rises to the occasion, and now deep in this game, will they send out the field goal unit or go for it on 4th and short? Now on 4th down, they'll try to come away with 3. They're on the left hash. He'll have no trouble with the distance, but that angle may give him an issue. dead center perfect. That'll bring him to within 4.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Got his man on the right. Lowers those pads. Into enemy territory and out of bounds at the 48.
And you just could not allow that to happen defensively, giving up a big play like that. They're going to need to now play with some sense of urgency if they're not going to give up any points here before the end of the half.
The Bulldogs come to the line on the heels of that big pass play. Off play action on first down. Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46.
And man, it's fun to watch a defense that really knows how to pressure the quarterback and that have guys that can win up front. That's the 4th sack of the day. We're still in the first half, but they got a bunch of guys up front that twist and stunt and move and know how to rush the passer. This offense has got to find a way to get the ball out quicker and protect better up front.
These guys are bringing serious heat. They are like sharks swarming and just getting after the passer. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And that's back-to-back plays that are not good for this offense. I mean, you've got to protect your main man. Your quarterback has to be upright to make decisions, to make big plays. Sacked on first down and a quarterback hit on second down. Got to do a better job.
Lining up to convert third down. Back to throw, it's Stockton. Rushes on him. He's going to take off. And slides a little early and short, and now it's going to be 4th down. Now we get a timeout taken by the Rebels. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Georgia lining up to punt it away. Solid punt, headed toward the sideline, trying to make it tough to return. Looking to throw on first down. Unloads it left. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
Well, that's just a great play by the defender and great timing. It was the hit that forced that incompletion.
So now it's 2nd and long. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Running inside. It's Lacey. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down. They make the play, force a 4th down, but they're out of timeouts, can't stop the clock. The Rebels will send out the punt unit. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Reese 2 quarters down in the Myrtle Beach Bowl. A couple of teams looking to bring home some hardware for the trophy case. Back and forth we've gone so far, and these numbers, it's funny, 3rd down conversions don't always tell the story. Maybe staying out of those situations in the second half is the safest pathway to victory. With that said, let's head back to Reese and the guys for the second half of the Myrtle Beach Bowl.
things going here in the second half as Georgia about to kick it away. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Good job by the coverage unit to stop the return man. So the Rebels come out to get this drive started. And they're trailing on the scoreboard right now, but they are very much in the mix to finish this season with a bowl win.
Yeah, and I think you look at bowl games, sometimes there's a little bit of rust in the first half. That's what you talk about at halftime. Now, we get the ball, we're down. Let's go make a statement to start this second half. We're here, we're ready, we're going to do some damage.
And here's the thing. They're in this bowl game because they're explosive on offense. It takes only one play. There's still lots of football left to be played. If they get this confidence going, they get into a rhythm, watch out.
Found just enough running room. He picks up 4 to the 15. It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Gonna let it fly. Oh, it's picked off. That's not the start they hoped for. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception.
What a nice catch by the defensive back. Listen, a lot of times you see DBs get in position to make plays, but there's a reason they play DB and not wide receiver. Great job finishing the interception, catching the ball, and making a big play.
We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. They'll start on the ground with Frazier. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be 1st down.
And that is just an attitude run, running it right up the middle, right into the teeth of that defense.
It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Stumbled to the ground.
Yeah, he does a really good job being decisive, getting downhill, being a great runner. And guess what? You know how easy offense is when you get me in 2nd and short, 2nd and medium? Everything in the playbook is open to me.
And the Bulldogs can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. On the draw, it's Frazier. And they're able to make the tackle.
And we knew the linebackers were the strength of this defense, but coming in the offense, man, they felt really good about their running back. And so far, man, it's been a fun matchup to watch, but advantage to these guys that have been filling gaps, scraping, getting to the football, making plays. This linebacker unit really held down this rushing attack that they usually hang their hat on.
A quick completion to the left, looking for the 1st down. They've got it just outside the red zone. They'll move the chains. It's at the 21.
Well, offensive coordinators put in countless hours every week trying to formate and use different personnel groupings and shifts and motions to give their offensive success on 3rd down. You can tell in this game, this offensive coordinator, he has put in the work this week.
Pulls and fires it complete to the right. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm.
Short pickup of 4 on 1st down, dealing with a 2nd and 6. Unloads quickly. Crisp execution in the passing game, and they've got it down to the 3.
And when this quarterback is in a rhythm, this offense is really hard to stop. You've seen that on this drive. He's 3 for 3, but they're also running the ball well. Everything they're dialing up right now is working.
Georgia heads to the line with a 1st and goal. They'll run with Nate Frazier. He's got it down to the 1-yard line, right on the doorstep of Pater.
And I'm good with it. I like what the offense is doing. Be physical. I don't need to get pass happy down here on 1st and goal. Nice job believing in my running game, and maybe I stick to it for another play or two.
Looking for just one more yard. It's 2nd and goal. Trying to run it in. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And on that situation, on the 1-yard line, the defense brings so many guys. Palmer gets in the backfield, creates the negative play.
Yeah, I think we're seeing the overall athleticism of this defense. They've got guys flying to the ball.
3rd and goal, where the fire purifies and separates contenders and pretenders. Back to pass, it's Stockton. Touchdown, Georgia! Quick strike through the air for the score.
And I think this is really the separators in good offense and great offense. Can you throw the football inside the 5-yard line with the tight windows? He can. Nice strike, nice catch, nice execution.
He'll try to tack on one more. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. They just finished off a 53-yard scoring drive. And they capped the drive with a 4-yard touchdown pass. On the move from inside his 5. Just able to get out to the 18-yard line on the return before he stopped. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down. 2nd down coming.
And man, this whole crowd has grown frustrated with what they've seen from this offense. I mean, they just haven't put drives together. They haven't been explosive. And another incompletion, and the clock is ticking. It's running down. They've got to find a way to create some big plays, to create some momentum, and get these guys on their feet yelling.
Under fire. They've got him. Great pressure by this defense. Well, guys, it's Georgia holding the lead at the end of the quarter. We take a moment to look at the stats and what has been a tight ball game. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the 4th. After swapping into the field, they gave him a little time to figure out how they'll open the final period here on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. He'll pull it down and run. He stopped at the 23 and still a ways to go to pick up the 1st down.
You know, you hear the term nickel so much. Most people stay a nickel most of the time because of all the speed in college football and the running quarterback.
Hold on a minute. The offense still out there going for it in their own territory. On 4th down, looking to pass. He's got enough for the 1st down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going.
And his offense is going to have to come up clutch, man. Like late in the football game, you are trailing. This is why you get paid the big bucks. This is why the quarterback is the glamour position. Like, you've got to trust him. He's got to come through. They got to put a few drives together here to get back in this football game.
He'll do it himself. Creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line.
I suspect we can see that same exact play. They make it look really easy, running the option down the line of scrimmage, QB making good decisions and keeping them in good 2nd down situations.
Kept it on the ground on 1st down. See if they stick with that plan on 2nd. Got a little grass. And he was on his way, and they get him down at the 30.
I love when the offensive line takes control, manhandles the defensive line, and that's why you get a big gain. And the Rebels look to keep this drive humming.
Looking downfield on first down. Blasted as he lets it go. A strike downfield. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Well, you got to think here offensively that you may have 2 more possessions in this game. You can still win, but you've got to be aggressive. You've got to start taking shots vertically down the field, throwing to your best players.
The Rebels go back to work after moving the chains through the air. Wants to throw on first down. Pocket breaking down.
It's a smart decision by the quarterback, but it's a frustrating one also because you're trailing in this game and you know you've got to hit some of these throws to get back in it. But the defense is doing such a good job in coverage. Nobody's open, so you've got to throw that one away. Smart decision, but it's a tough decision to make.
Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Caught in the backfield, it's Lacy. And that defensive penetration gave him no chance, and he is ridden out of bounds. Ninth play of the drive coming up, but this one will be tough. 3rd and long. Gonna look downfield again. Bring in the heat. And he's sacked. Great work there by this defense.
Well, the offense has made it known on this drive. They're trying to throw the football, and they're going to let this quarterback go to work. The defense does a great job winning up front. They get the sack to try to slow this momentum down.
Field goal unit's not coming out here, guys. I think they're going to go ahead and go for it on 4th and long. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. A shot toward the end zone. It's incomplete, but here comes the flag, and I think it's going to be a first down. So given where the line of scrimmage was on that last play, the pass interference penalty in the end zone will put the ball at the 2. Big time play by the defense. He'll lose 4. 2 minutes now left in this one, and time is running short if they want to find a way to pull this one out.
I just love the way the defense prepares. Each and every week we see this defense come out, and it's like 11 guys. They've got their head in the game, and they're playing as one unit. They knew it was going to be tough facing this option game with the quarterback in the running attack, but they've just done such a good job so far staying home, playing their assignments. You saw it on that last play right there. Rallying to the football, nowhere for him to go and creating a big loss.
And obviously, guys, this drive is critical. You're down, you've got to score. So with a couple of timeouts in your pocket, man, like, that changes the whole dynamic of this 2-minute drill. Like, I can work the whole field. And here coming up on 3rd down, man, don't be scared to do that. Don't be scared to run it. Don't be scared to throw a screen to get some yardage to get a first down.
And I think it's go time now at this point in the game if you're on offense because you need a touchdown. You have this golden opportunity down close to the goal line. Who is a playmaker you can identify offensively that you know can win one-on-one to get you the score?
A field goal really doesn't do much for you in this situation, so they'll go for it on... And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Ole Miss. The Rebels surge back on top.
Well, the offense did their part. You're just trying to apply some pressure on the opponent, right? Yeah, you're down right now, but if you can find a way to get the ball back with some time on the clock, they're within striking distance still to win this game.
They'll go for 2 here and try to climb within a field goal late. Looking to throw. Setting up the screen. He's in there for the 2-point conversion, and now they're within a field goal. That is what they mean when they say ball control, a 14-play touchdown drive. And they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. A minute and a half to go, and to have a chance, they have to recover this onside kick. Few anxious moments there, but the hands team true to its name as they make the grab and get the ball. Here comes the Georgia offense ready to go on the attack. And he's swallowed up immediately, stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Now we get a timeout taken by the Rebels. That's their first. They'll get together to decide how to play this second down. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Frazier again. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop. Ole Miss calls its 2nd timeout. They'll take a moment to gather their thoughts and put together a plan for this 3rd down play. They probably feel good about their field goal chances from the 29, but they'd love to convert this 3rd and short. Keeps it himself. He's going to lose a yard on that one. Ole Miss calls its 3rd and final timeout. And now everybody chiming in to figure out how to play this 4th down. So here we are on 4th down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world. And he got it! They've stretched out the lead, and now they can't catch him with a field goal.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
The returner will field it and try to set up his offense in great field position. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Gets the back moving. Looking to throw on 1st down. Got his man down the middle. No chance to run, but still a good gain.
Nice patience by the quarterback there. He had his receiver running a crossing route. The QB knew it was zone coverage, so he's got to be careful and make sure that he hits him in a window. He did that right there.
They've got to move quickly here. Still a chance, but they've got to force the ball down the field. Looking for a chunk play on 2nd and short. Throws for the tight end. He's got an open man. A huge play, and they get it all the way to the 45-yard line.
I feel like it's hard to forget to cover the big fella, the tight end, the man over the middle of the field most of the time. He comes wide open. I don't know if it was a busted coverage or whatever, but he makes a big play for this offense, and the defense better take note. We got to cover the tight end.
Under fire. Trying to escape and get it himself. Slides to the ground, picks up the 1st down, and avoids the hit.
Man, these are killers, right? Late in the game, in the 4th quarter, you're getting to the quarterback, but he does such a great job scrambling around. When you do this, you get extra 1st downs. You start to wear those defensive linemen out. So late in the game, this could pay off. Great job getting the 1st down.
And the Rebels have it with a 1st and 10. Fires to the middle. He's got